Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of the Beauty Business Babes podcast. I'm actually recording on my YouTube here, and I have Beauty Business Babes recording on my computer as well. So if y'all see me looking back and forth, you guys know why. Today, we are going to dive in on how you can make your first $100,000 in the sunless industry, okay? So if you are a spray tanning artist, whether you are new or maybe you are a veteran that has not hit six figures yet, this episode is for you, girl. I want you to hit six figures. I want it so bad. Like, I talk about this all the time. And more importantly, like, I want you to do it by feeling good about what you're doing, right? So I'm gonna share with you a kind of like a behind the scenes look of what I was able to do to grow my salon to six figures, which I was able to do around year 2. So it is not impossible. It is very possible for you to do it as well. I don't care if you live in a small town. I don't care if there's a lot of competitors. I don't care if you have 0 clients right now or if you've been struggling for a long time, okay? I want you guys to first know that these mental barriers, these obstacles in your mind are a big factor of what's holding you back from achieving that next level, okay? So you have to go into this with believing that this could be possible for you. All right, so that's one thing that I wanna give to you. If you guys are gonna continue listening to this episode, y'all have to promise me that you are going to ditch the excuses, ditch all of the negativity on the reasons why that you won't be able to achieve this. Let's just for a moment center ourselves and just let it go. Just like that doesn't exist. Let's think expansively and let's think, I can do I want to do because I am, insert your name, and I am powerful, okay? So that's the energy we're going into this episode with. I don't care who you are or what excuses you have, all right? Now, let's talk about 5 different things that I was able to do to scale my business to the first 6 figures, okay? And like I said earlier, it took me about 2 years to do this. My first year, it was really trial and error. I started my business around March 2017. I was just trying literally everything that I could try, I was trying. I didn't know anything about branding. I didn't know anything about running a business. I had no idea. And for those of you guys who don't know my story, basically what I've been able to do is grow my small mobile spray tanning business into what is now a $750,000 business. Yes, it's been years of work. Yes, I work harder than I would say the average human. I am obsessed with what I do. I freaking love it. I love creating. I love figuring things out. I am just obsessed with being an entrepreneur. And the great thing about being an entrepreneur is that you could literally do anything that your little freaking heart desires. So once you say yes to entrepreneurship, and this is something I tell my new students a lot of the times, is once you step into entrepreneurship, you have unlimited potential. And I know that sounds like so cliche and everybody says it, but think about this. I started a mobile spray tanning business that has grown into product creation, online trainings, in-person trainings, private trainings, group trainings where I traveled around the United States and Canada, growing a team of trainers, like I said earlier, product creation, doing a podcast, hosting events where I'm on stage, being a speaker at other people's events. Like, there's so many things that I've done, YouTube channel, whatever, that I didn't know I was going to do going into this. I had no idea I was going to do this. Oh, and of course, like starting a salon. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, which is like most of you guys are doing that, right? Either mobile or in a salon, renting out a room. I've done all of that. So I want you to know that you can literally do anything. And the first thing that I want to mention when it comes to creating different methods of revenue streams or different things within your business to make money, I want you to think differently. For the love of Jesus Christ, Lord himself, Buddha, God, whoever, the universe, think differently. Like, what makes you unique? What makes you different? Because that truly is the gift that you were able to exude out into the world, and that's going to make you stand out from every other person. And I say this with such passion because you can ask like my trainers or the people that I'm close to, like the first question that I ask myself before I start any venture that is business related is this different? How can I be different? How can I put my own twist to it so that way it is different? Because I don't want to be the same as everybody else, and trust me, you don't either. You don't want to be the same as everybody else. So I want you to think about that before you start your business, before you start offering different types of services or retail products or whatever. How can you do this differently that's going to make you stand out and is going to be a very special and meaningful experience to you, and that will translate into like how your clients receiving whatever the product or service is as well. All right. So 5 different steps on what you can do to go ahead and start making money now so you can hit your first $100,000. First thing is you need to focus on balancing getting the new client into your business as well as client retention. For those of you guys who don't know what client retention is, it's basically how to get that client who has already been to you back into your space over and over and over again. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of just focusing on online marketing strategies or marketing strategies in general to get new clients through the door. This is a great way to start. It's a great stepping stone, right? But as you start gaining momentum, we really have to shift that focus into 2 parts of how we're going to get our books filled. And one of those pieces is how to get the new clients, right? So like marketing strategies, Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram DMs, like reaching out to people, networking, whatever. And then we also need to think about the clients that you already have. How can you keep them loyal? How can you keep them from going to somebody else? How can you keep them in your space? And a couple of ideas is creating a 5-star experience every single time, making sure that you have newsletter marketing that's automated to them to make sure that they know what kind of specials, memberships, deals, whatever that you have going on, making sure that they feel appreciated, of course. Text message marketing, getting them into that list and letting them know when you have certain things going on. Asking for feedback, saying, hey, thank you so much for being here or coming yesterday. I really enjoyed meeting you. I just wanted to see how your spray tan was. Really taking care of your client and taking it that extra step, right? And aside from that, another thing is memberships and packages, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. Number 2 tip to get to your first 100K is to think long term. So this kind of dives into what I was just talking about recently, which are memberships. You guys, I honestly did not think about this in the beginning. I was like we could do packages, memberships, or like whatever. It was too much of a hassle back then because they didn't have, well, at least Square didn't have the membership option at that point in time. So you guys can see how historic I am. It was literally like 6 or 7 years ago, and I know that they didn't have that option then. So I didn't focus on memberships. I was like, whatever, it's too hard to keep track of. I don't care about it. I tried for a moment, but it was like a mess. So I got rid of it. But now that I'm opening up a brand new salon here in Temecula, California, Sunless, we are going to be focusing on memberships because I know that by putting people into an irresistible offer like a membership, that is going to allow them to continue coming back to me over and over again. And it's going to save them a lot of money. It's going to save me a lot of hassle from having to try to get them to come in, period. But this is going to solidify like you are a member. You are an X-Tan VIP member and you have 2 or 4 tans every single month. So you either use them or you lose them. This is going to really set them up for being loyal to you, and also gonna set you up for getting that revenue every single month from that particular client. Tip number 3 on how to make your first 100K, and that is retail. This is often overlooked by a lot of professionals, and actually it's really interesting to me that it is, because it's such an easy add-on, and you know that your ideal client is already coming to you for services. So why wouldn't you sell them? What kills me more than anything is when I hear people in our Facebook group, Beauty Business Babes Facebook group, going in there saying like, hey, what is the best CVS or drugstore brand for shower gel or soap or whatever for my spray tanning client? I want to shake these people sometimes, because I'm like, girl, you should have these items so that way you are pocketing more money. So you're making more money in your bank, and they can actually use a product that they can trust to keep their spray tan on. So I know that there's this misconception out there that if I offer different products and I'm too salesy, people aren't going to like me. Or on the other side of that, it's like, I don't want to have all of this product because it is competing with the services that I offer. I'm telling you right now that it's not going to compete with you. It is going to allow you to give your client a better experience, and it's also going to allow you to create more income in your business. Okay, so I want you guys to remember that. Also, if they get the product from you as the specialist, they're going to trust you more. They're going to have a better experience for their overall service that you just gave them, right? So you might as well do this. And a bonus point here, or a bonus tip, I should say here, would be to create an e-commerce store ASAP right now. Go to your computer, start making that e-commerce store so that way you can start selling product online. If you can do this, then you can start spreading the word to people who aren't just local to you. People from across the country and even across the world can actually purchase product from you if you have an e-commerce store. So that is a great way to start making money sooner than later. The next tip I have on here is to include upgrades, okay? Include upgrades like contouring for an extra $30 for, a full body airbrush contour, or maybe just a face contour for an extra $5. Always have a rapid on hand, so in case people want to rinse off earlier, they can, and you can upcharge that to about $10 more. And a bonus tip here, and this is the 5th tip, is to add something like Sunless. So some other service that would allow your clientele that you have for spray tanning to transfer over into this new service that you have. So Sunless is my go-to for teeth whitening. If you guys want to head on over to sunlesssmile.com, you can use code BBB10, so like Beauty Business Babes 10, BBB10, for a discount. I have the professional set up here. We're gonna have it at the salon, and this has been able to allow me to profit around $130, and that does not include the tip. It's an all natural teeth whitening system. I want you guys to just go to the website, check it out. It has all the information there, but having some sort of complimentary service in your business aside from spray tanning will also help you get to that 100K mark, which I know many of you guys want to do. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube, or you guys can DM me at @I am_Kelly_Ann. So excited to have you guys. Let me know about your stories. Let me know where you're at in your journey. Have you hit 100,000? Have you not hit 100,000? Are you very close? Are you far? What's going on? I would love to hear about it. Go ahead and DM me, and I will talk to you guys on the next episode of the Beauty Business Babes podcast.